attorney.
Okay, welcome back. Let us continue. I took a small break of like 15 minutes. Yeah, more like 30 minutes, okay, I guess. Yeah. Let's continue. The witch's move. I have that still there. Good. Yeah. 30 minutes afterwards. Oh boy. Let's see where we go now. We get some of the same stuff as in episode 1 or completely different. So far it's been pretty different. Only the initial scene was like the exact same. Of them arriving to the airport. Well, even that had different dialogue. Lunch had ended and the relatives had moved to the parlor. Rosa had bought a high-class brand of black tea from a famous store in Ginza. Yeah, I love me some black tea. That had been served, and the inside of the parlor was filled with a very nice aroma. Since the children were together with the adults, yeah, no politics discussions, I guess. The adults were, at least on the surface, interacting like relatives, talking peacefully about recent events and how their children were growing up. It had started raining outside, so the children were unable to go out, and had no choice but to sit here like this, watching TV. Like a true TV kid. Maria is one generation before the iPad kids. Well, no, couple generations before, yeah, sure. Like a true TV kid, Maria was watching vapid daytime programs one after another without getting bored, and was giggling all to herself. It seemed that Battler had joined in at first, deepening his relationship with Maria. Let me just check, we are recording. Yeah, good. Sound is coming also through, nice. But he had gotten up early that morning, and so was gradually attacked by waves of drowsiness. Yeah. The midday drowsiness. It hits hard always. No dialogue so far. Never mind. Don't start yawning. I'm gonna start yawning as well. It's so contagious. It's so unbelievably. Yeah. Contagious. I'm sorry. So many of you just yawned too.
おや、大きなあくびだね。
Oh my god. I'm not even tired. Holy hell.
朝がずいぶん早かったんじゃないのかい？
ま、そんなとこだよ。
Yep.
緊張が解けて、雨の音を聞いてるうちに眠くなってきちまった。
Sure. Also, tea probably helped to relax.
緊張？
Jessica, completely oblivious to tension. No. She probably knows inside.
あんだけ態度でかそうにしてて緊張なんてしてたのかよ。
一応、俺なりにはな。
Yeah, sure. Battler Grave? What the hell? Yeah, Battler Grave. Eventually, yeah. Battler gave a great yawn once again and slowly lay down on the sofa. He really did look tired. George and the others had started talking to him, taking his yawns as a sign of boredom. But when they realized he really was sleepy, they decided to let him be. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Fuck you, Battler, making me yawn so much.
おやおや、
Oh yeah. Give me your oh laugh.
食事の後にすぐ横になるとサバになると申しますよ。
The weird ass sayings of old. There we go.
冗談よせやい。
Mm. You'll become a mackerel if you lie down right after eating. Sweet Fish River. Let me just quickly Google. Do I Google Sweet Fish River? I'm gonna Google is mackerel a fish that lives in lakes? They are found both. They are found in both temperate and tropical seas, mostly living along the coast. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. They are sea fish, and not like lake fish. Are mackerels freshwater fish? No, mackerel is a saltwater fish. Yeah. Okay. I thought there might have been a connection there to this thing here, the Sweet Fish River. But probably not. with Kumasawa's mention of the mackerel. Nope, probably not. Maybe.
ゴーダさん、今夜は子牛のステーキだって言ってたぜ。サバのステーキになっちまう。
熊沢さん、こいつ本当に眠いらしい。
Sure.
毛布を持ってきてあげてくれないかな。
さあ、どうぞ。
どうぞ. Kumasawa brought a blanket over from the shelf. Yeah? The spacious parlor wasn't cold, but the air had gotten a little chilly. Yeah. Sure. And it always feels better. Well, no, I can't speak for everyone, but I personally like it when there is a blanket over me when I try to lay down. Even if I'm not cold, per se. So, when the blanket was placed over Battler, he immediately wrapped himself up in it and curled up like a turtle, retreating into its shell. How cute.
本当に眠かったんだね。
Was it in episode 1 that Rosa had fallen asleep instead of Battler? I'm not sure if it was the same time frame. After I'm done this recording, with this video's recording, I'm gonna go back through episode 1, just quickly checking all the timelines, events, order of events. Trying to note down also what time of day they happen at.
何時かに起きる？起こしてあげるよ。
Thank you, George.
あ、いや、特に希望は。
Oh.
なんか用があったら起こしてくれりゃいいし。なんにもねえんなら、ずっと眠らせてくれりゃいいぜ。おやすみ。
That was some fun line delivery there. Yeah? Kid with infinite energy does not understand midday napping as a great pastime.
バトラン寝ちゃうの？お昼寝。お昼寝。
Yup, yup.
マリアもする。
Okay.
こらマリア、
I imagine Maria snuggling up to Battler inside the blanket.
バトラは眠いんだから放っておいてあげなきゃ。
Aw.
熊沢さん、もう一枚毛布をもらえるかな。
It was doubtful that Maria really wanted to take a nap, just wanted to imitate Battler. She probably just saw Battler wrapped up in a blanket and wanted to do the same, yeah. When she received the blanket from Kumasawa, she joyfully wrapped herself up in it, set up camp again in front of the TV.
ちぇ、せっかく6年ぶりにいとこがみんな揃ったってのによ。こいつ今回の親族会議の主賓だって自覚全然ねえな。
Well, unfortunately, even if you think that he is the main guest, this family conference, unfortunately there is a bit of a VIP guest inside here who takes precedence over Battler. But sure, yeah. Battler does live life on his own rules, so he's probably not thinking about that too hard.
聞こえてるぞ。のんびり昼飯を食って、しかも外は台風で雨。何もすることがねえってことは、つまり、俺の出番じゃねえってことさ。
それはどうかな。何も起こらないから何もしないなんて受け身の姿勢じゃ人生は退屈だよ。
George being like, bitch, we do not like reactive protagonists. We like proactive protagonists here. Also, yeah, probably just a great advice in general for life, but also might provide a useful hint for this game in particular. We need to do something in order to change the outcome, in order for Battler to win. Just not be passive and just react to what happens, but instead go on the offensive and do stuff by yourself to change things.
違うぜ。そういう意味じゃない。
Yeah?
なんつうのかな。こういう時、俺はこう思うことにしてる。出番じゃねえんだよ。
Isn't my turn? Okay.
こいつがお芝居だったならさ、俺の出番じゃねえってことなんだよ。
If this were a play. Interesting phrase, because this basically is one. Well, at least from my point of view. The player's point of view.
だったら、舞台袖でおとなしくしてるに限るってわけさ。
自分の人生はいつだって自分が主人公だろ。そんな脇役根性でどうすんだよ。自分から進んで舞台に上がらなきゃ。
Yeah, sure. Also, good line from Jessica in particular because of her, well, you know, her parents kinda not really caring too much about her school life and her own choices, and, you know, her actually going up on the stage at the school. You know? So good line from her here.
そういう意味じゃねえ。今は俺の出番じゃねえって言いたいのさ。
How dare you?
悪いな。眠くて思考がめちゃくちゃだ。勘弁してくれ。
There he go mumbling, falling deep into the sleep.
確かに眠くてなんだか尻滅裂なことを言ってるね。
I like the word George used there, metsuretsu.
もうそっとしてあげようよ。
私は聞き捨てならねえぜ。自分の人生はいつだって自分が主人公だよ。
Sure.
ちょっとそのあたり本格的にバトラーと議論したいけどな。
寝ぼけてるだけだよ。深く考えちゃダメさ。
Sure. But I mean, Jessica has pretty strong ideas and convictions about that topic in particular, so yeah.
なんかさ、自分は主役になれないから舞台に上がりたくないみたいな根性。なぜだか すっげえうぜえって思って。
With distant eyes, Jessica gazed out the window at the grey rose garden, obscured by the rain. When she put her forehead up against the glass, it felt as though the pleasantly cool sensation would chase away memories that she didn't want to remember. Fair enough, fair enough.
まだ君の出番じゃなかったってことなのかい。
Talking either something about her past that we don't yet fully know, or maybe referring to canon, or I don't know.
じゃあいつ君は舞台に上がるんだよ。
In that case, who is the main character on this stage? Yeah. Oh my god.
もうやりたい放題じゃねえかよ。
As soon as Battler fell asleep, he was just pulled into here. Okay. It's kinda scary. Suspicious scent. So will this be Beatrice, I guess, based on this line? Or will this be fuck, what's her name? Blue-haired witch.
なんだこりゃよ。
What the shit is this?
めちゃくちゃじゃねえか。
This is just demented. Yeah? What in particular, like just pulling you in here out of nowhere, is that what you are concerned about, or let's just see. Like currently my idea is that he doesn't currently in the present day have memories of this place, this conversation, this deal bet with the Beatrice, but now that he was pulled here, he immediately remembered, and he was like, what the fuck?
そなたがわらわを否定する根拠とする18人だの19人だのという理論が実に滑稽だったのでな。
I see. Now that we have more info, we can talk about those things, yeah. Because even in the bio, she is referred to as the 19th person, and many people have witnessed her in the mansion so far, yeah?
指し手を変えてみたまでよ。
Okay.
そなたがわらわを否定する最大の根拠は単にわらわが駒としてゲーム版に並ばなかったからというだけのこと。
The greatest basis upon which you deny me is simply that I was not laid out as a piece on the game board. That's why in the previous scenes you were like, no, I am a piece on the board. I see. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
ならばこうしてクイーンを先に指せばいいだけの話ではないか。
Yeah, fair enough. What's your move, Battler?
初手にてクイーンに道を開けるはチェスの王道ではないか。
Sure.
ふざけやがって。
Real fucking funny. It is actually.
こんなの認められるわけねえじゃねえかよ。
Yeah? What do you mean?
魔女が歩いて玄関からやってきただと。
Is your next step in denying her? Now that I more than I think about it, it's super funny that Battler is out here trying his best to deny the existence of this supernatural being, and in the very next scene, she just, alright then, I guess I'll just fucking waltz in the front door. That is very funny. Yeah, in combination with this line here. Real fucking funny. It is actually. It is. So yeah, how do we deny this now, Battler? She is clearly in the story. I guess we could play the move that it's just someone who looks like Beatrice, or at the very least, this Beatrice in the story in the VIP room currently hasn't used any magic yet, even though they seemingly have knowledge of the supernatural. And also Kinzo's door burned them. What a royal load of bullshit. Yeah?
なんだなんだ。前回のゲームではそなたに散々自由に手を進めさせたぞ。
I'll let you make moves as and when you please.
こたびはわらわがそなたの手に合わせて駒を動かしたに過ぎん。初手にてもう降参か。
Wow.
くそったれ。
Up yours. It is very funny that I think I mentioned this initially when we got to the tea party, or the first time we saw this kind of a scene after starting episode 2. I think I mentioned it then, but I'm just gonna say it again, that I find it very funny that Battler is doing his best to deny the existence of Beatrice, yet he is literally competing with her in this random space, meta space here. Which is like, my guy, do you not realize that you are literally competing with her? But no, I do get it, that this is more of a meta space, so it doesn't count. This is outside the story. Does she exist in the story, in the world?
ふざけるな。
Yeah?
誰が降参なんかするかってんだ。
Okay, well, you better think up a move, because right now you're mated.
上等な指し手だぜ。好きに進めればいいじゃねえか。なるほどな。まだまだお前の手番は終わってないってわけだ。
The witch's move. Yeah, that's why it's called that.
好きに手を進めりゃいい。
Mm-hmm.
今のうちに十分な陣形を築いとく。
Okay.
俺が必ずしのぐ。
Okay. Are we saying like that you in this space doesn't have to immediately think of a counter move here, but the you in reality inside the mansion just has to endure, in the sense that the you in there doesn't ever start believing, and this space doesn't count? Yeah?
必ず詰める。
Okay.
言い訳なんてされたくねえ。存分に来やがれってんだ。まだまだこの程度じゃ魔女なんて認められるわけがねえぜ。
Okay.
そうさ。さっきマリアのお菓子を魔法で直したように見えたが、
Yeah?
実は同じお菓子をもう一つ懐に忍ばせていて、芝居がかった方法ですり替えて、あたかも魔法で直したみたいに見せただけかもしれない。
Yeah, sleight of hand, sleight of hand.
ああ、そうさ、そうに決まってる。ダメだぜ。全然ダメだぜ。
Okay.
ほほう。
Ho ho.
ローザは菓子が腸に散る瞬間を見たぞ。
知らねえよ。そんなのは幻覚か手品か。さもなきゃ見間違いだろ。
I love it. That was a hallucination. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you can make probably an argument for that, because, you know, Rosa has endured great mental distress, and, you know, she has headaches constantly, so, like, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say that all the talk about witches from Maria finally reached a boiling point in Rosa's head, and she's just having some sort of disorder and starting to hallucinate real magic and real witches. Sure. Like, I could see that being an argument. But okay.
大した問題じゃねえ
Yeah. Okay, I mean, sure.
説明のつかぬ部分はさまつと切り捨てたか
I love it.
なるほど。それがそなたの受け手であるな。
We are still recording, yeah.
墓穴を掘ったぞ。後ろ宮バトラー。
Batra. I love the hard R there. So you throw out the part you can't explain as trivial? Is that your move in response to mine? You've dug your own grave.
お前の手番はまだ先だぞ。
Okay, go back to sleep.
もうしばらくわらわの手番を進めさせてもらう。まだまだこれからだぞ。魔女の手番は。
Lightning crashing down, cut to reality. Scene, end. Love it. This game has so much style. When they started hearing Battler's snores, the relatives went their separate ways, leaving the parlor and letting Battler sleep in silence. Even though it had been so lively in the parlor, with so many people gathered there, when all of them scattered at once and were sucked into the vast mansion, it created an... as soon as I was about to read the eerie, it cut out the sound of the rain. That was very, well, eerie. It created an eerie silence, with no sound except that of the rain. What a timing. Low rumbling.
Yeah.
Nope. Alright. Fair enough, Rudolph. Goodbye. No. What did you say no to? Please elaborate.
そんな人間には一度も会ったことはないぜ。
Kyrie asking about Beatrice.
兄貴は。
Oh. I guess he is talking to Ava?
会ったことなんてないわ。キリエさん、本当なの？
Okay, okay.
私もちょっと玄関ホールに出た時に挨拶をしただけです。
Entrance hall, Hell's Halls. Love it. This game knows what it's doing.
20歳ちょっとくらいに見えたわ。私は名乗ったんだけど、彼女は名乗らなかった。源氏さんに案内されて2階へ登っていくのを見たの。
なら源氏さんを見つけて直接話を聞いた方が早いやろ。
Yeah, and Genji is no nonsense, all business, so he will immediately say, yeah, that was Beatrice. That was Beatrice-sama.
しかし妙な雲行きになってきよったな。
Yeah, okay, so at this point I'm pretty confident that we are doing, well, not only just that scene in the tea party room with Beatrice and Battler, that we are doing things differently. Because Beatrice is more proactive this time, but also just now, more people here are now aware of the existence of the 19th person in the mansion, whereas in episode 1 it was a big question whether there actually was a 19th person or not, and no one seemed to be sure. But now so many people have the knowledge that there is a 19th person. the mystery woman had spoken to Kyrie, yeah? Without naming herself, she had sneered that Kyrie already had a vague idea of who she was. And the person that brought to mind was her look-alike, the witch of the portrait. Ooh. Yeah.
そいつは自分が肖像画の魔女様だとそう言いたいってのかよ。
私はそういう意味で笑ったんだろうと理解したわ。私とは初対面でも、私があなたの5歳だと知っているような口ぶりだった。
姉貴、本当にそんな奴は知らないんだな。
Very spooky.
くどいわよ。そんな金髪女、この屋敷に出入りしたところなんて見たこともない。
そんなようなことはどうでもええで。
Sure.
問題はその女が自分はベアトリーチェだと名乗り、お父さんの財産管理人を名乗った場合の方や。
Yeah. That is a legitimate concern for all of you who are after the inheritance, the assets, the gold.
あるいは愛人の娘を自称して遺産の分配を要求するつもりかしら。
Okay, sure.
いずれにせよ、とんでもないジョーカーが紛れ込んだものね。兄さんが呼んだの？それともお父様が？
まずいな。
Unbeknownst to you guys, it was actually Battler's actions that called her here.
俺たちは兄貴をうまく言いくるめりゃなんとかできるものと思ってきた。しかしこれじゃ話が振り出しに戻っちまう。
I guess, yeah. So, what next?
あなたが私の知らないところでどんな策謀を巡らしてたのか知らないけれど、
Baby?
どうも少しは対策を立てる時間を得られたみたいね。
I was like, they didn't say baby anything, but no, she started her sentence with Anata, which is, you know, my beloved or something like that. Sure, we've been given a little time to form a counter strategy.
ああ、その金髪姉ちゃんが晩飯の席で突然現れて俺らの度肝を抜くのに比べたら、今からわずかの時間でも対策を協議できる方がマシだ。
Yeah.
何しに現れたか分からへん以上、撃てる対策も限られとるで。
Yeah.
向こうの狙いは何なんや。
Having fun, enjoying herself. No. Liberate or making sure that Kinzo's bet fails, or Kinzo loses and she wins the bet is probably the main goal. But equally as important is just enjoying other people's misery. And then probably a tertiary goal would be to eat good food.
決まってるでしょ。
Yeah?
お父様の遺産の正当な後継者だと言い張るためよ。
I mean, it is her money, so...
お父様は未だにベアトリーチェの虜なのよ。その娘がいたなら全財産を譲りたいと言い出すはずだわ。
Still captivated by Beatrice if the two of them had a daughter. I did think... did I ever mention that out loud? Because I did at one point remember that I did think that like they could have had a child together.
妙な遺言状でも突きつけてくるかもしれない。
Sure, but yeah, thank you Ava for reminding me of this idea. Let's keep it more in mind. Because it is a legitimate possibility.
そりゃ裁判沙汰にすれば半分の4分の1は主張できるかもしれないけど、多分 決着するまで遺産分割はできなくなるわよ。
And you guys need money fast.
それは困る。私もルドルフも、もちろんローザもね。
ね。
俺たちはそれぞれの都合で早急にまとまった金がいる。
Yeah. I wonder. I mean, they in episode 1 they did go into decent amount of depth about how or why they would need it, but I wonder if that is gonna become a more of a central point later on or right now in the game.
俺たち最大のウィークポイントってわけだ。
Sure.
なら狙いは何だ？キリエ、読めるか
Kyrie seems to be the smartest cookie in deducing things.
初耳なんだけれど、私たちには急ぎまとまったお金が必要だという前提があるのね。
Sure.
キリエさん、男の商売には攻めの時にこそ軍資金がいるようになることもあるんや。それを分かっていな。
なあにルドルフ、キリエさんには話してなかったの？
すまん。
隠
してたわけじゃないんだ。実はちょいとした。
いいわ。あなたが私に話す必要がないと判断した話なんだから。それをこの場では追求しない。
Thank you, Kyrie.
それより急務は黄金の魔女様の狙いを探ることなんでしょ？
ああ。俺たちの話を整理した上で敵の撃ってくる手が見えるか。
I don't think I ever mentioned it, but this part of Kyrie's dress here makes me think about it's more like a JoJo fashion, what you would see in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Rudolph had a certain measure of trust in Kyrie's unique thinking technique, chessboard thinking, yeah? And of course, it didn't give him any more peace of mind than fortune-telling. But every time Rudolph was concocting some important strategy, he would give a great deal of thought to Kyrie's advice. Yeah, thank you, Kyrie. For a while, Kyrie pressed her finger against her forehead, considering. And then she unlocked the secret to the universe. She did what the Dragon Ball characters do when they press their fingers against their forehead. Instant movement. No.
今日の今日まで彼女が訪れることが伏せられていた以上、
Judging by the fact that her coming here was kept hidden until today.
彼女は私たちに何らかのサプライズを与える目的があった。
Yeah.
それが財産なのか、親族としての認知なのかは分かりかねるわ。
Sure. Like, from my perspective, from my point of view, it's very obvious that she is here to just toy with the people, and then obviously the main reason why she came here right now, right here, is because of the bet with Battler. But I will try to keep in mind that there could be additional motives. Like, obviously she has great interest in Kinzo, but there could be some stuff that, like, she might, like, have an additional motive for appearing here that might relate to making the adults think or act in certain ways after seeing her here. So yeah, sure. Can't know whether that has something to do with assets or being recognized as a relative.
でも今日の今日まで訪れることを伏せていたということは、事前に知らせることで対応を打たれたくなかったと言えるかもしれない。
Sure.
ということは、彼女の目的は対応を打たれると不利になるものらしい。
Her goal is one where it would be disadvantageous to her if we did take some countermeasure. I don't think I can think of anything that would like be between Beatrice and the adults here, but for Beatrice's other goals with the bet with Kinzo, for example, if they try to interfere, the adults here try to interfere by coming up with countermeasures, yeah, that might interfere with Beatrice's plan with Kinzo's game. So sure, I could see that at least. But I'm open to ideas.
わかる？
I think yeah.
なるほどな。例えば親父が以前に書かせた遺言状そのものだとか、血縁の認知とそれを証明できるものだとか、
Yeah.
そういうものを持ってきたと仮定して、
Sure.
それが揺るぎないもので盤石な証拠だというなら、むしろそれは予告するはずだろうよ。
You'd think she'd actually have announced it beforehand.
そうね。むしろ疑う立場にある私たちに弁護士でも鑑定士でも連れてこさせて、
Sure.
グーの音も出ないくらいに事実を突きつけるべきなのよ。
But because she did not do that,
それ
then
ができるならね。
so she can't, according to your ideas, okay?
つまり奇襲狙いという時点で敵は真正面からの正攻法では勝てんちゅうことを意味するわけやな。
Sure.
道理や。絶対勝てる切り札は堂々と切るに限るで。回りくどい切り方はむしろ切り札を曇らせるもんや。
Sure.
結論から言うと、皆さんがご就寝の遺産問題に直接もしくは間接的に絡む相当のサプライズが突きつけられると予想されるわね。
Oh boy, I'm very interested to seeing how this plays out. The big surprise, obviously, probably being the death of the relatives. I don't know. There's probably the letters too, sealed letters.
おそらく向こうはそのインパクトだけでこちらを圧倒できるつもりでいる。しかしその何かは相当のインパクトを伴いながらも絶対ではない。
つまりそこがこちらのつけ込む余地というわけね。
Sure.
あんたはほんま頭の切れるお人や。これだけでも分かればだいぶ心強いで。
Sure.
つまり相手のペースに飲み込まれるなっちゅうことやな。
結局のところ非常にシンプルな結論よ。
Sure.
相手が何を切り出そうとも焦らず冷静に対応する。
Interact calmly without panicking.
交渉術の初歩の初歩じゃない。これじゃあ相手の思考を読めたとはとても言えないわ。
いいや、相変わらずなかなかのもんだぜ。こちらに攻める余地があると分かれば余裕も変わってくるってもんだ。
わからないのは彼女とクラウス兄さんの関係ね。
Sure.
クラウス兄さんにとってもサプライズなのか、それとも彼女を呼んだのは他でもないクラウス兄さん自身なのか。もし後者だったなら随分と厄介なことになるかもしれないわよ。
Sure.
そうね。謎の女を親族会議の当日にこっそり呼びつける。いやらしいセンスがどことなく兄さんっぽい感じもする。
I love the way she said the yarashi.
姉貴、こうしよ
う。Yeah, okay. Hit me with it, Rudolph.
女の正体がはっきりと証明できない限り、俺らはその女のいかなる身分も認めない。
Okay.
それが最善ね。現にキリエさんに対して名乗ってすらいない。正体不明の女の発言で私たちの会員がかき回されちゃたまらないわ。
血縁証明でも示してみせるかもしれんで。お父さんの血が流れてることが、例えば母子手帳でも示されたらどうにもならん。
証明物なんかいくらでも偽装を疑える。
Sure, sure.
仮にそれが本物だったとしても、当人が本人だと証明するには病院沙汰にしなきゃならん。少なくとも今の六軒島でそれを証明することは不可能だ。
Sure.
その通りね。つまりこういうことよ。今の六軒島では何が示されても真実だと受け入れることはできない。
I love how they are taking this to the illogical, logical conclusion. Yeah.
台風が去って叱るべき場所で証明してみせるまで何も信じられないってことよ。
そういうので上げ足を取りまくるのは姉貴の得意技だな。
It sure is.
任せるぜ。
バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。あんたも協力するのよ。私たちにはお金がいる。それも急ぎまとまった額が。
Sure.
私たちは運命共同体よ。こんなところでひょっこり現れた謎の女に遺産の当てをぶち壊されてたまるもんですか。
I'm rooting for you, Ava, but I'm rooting even more for Beatrice, so unlucky. It was only at a time like this that Rudolph and Ava united as siblings, yeah? Sickened by the idea that their own inheritance might be snatched away by an outsider. Kyrie noticed how indomitable they looked, shook her head slightly, and gave a small sigh as she looked out the window. Yeah. Outside, there was still a strong rain falling, and everything was grey, having lost all vibrance. It felt like the lush garden that the sun had shone on earlier had never existed. Yeah? For some reason, the words Ava had said just a short while ago kept repeating in Kyrie's head. Prospects of an inheritance destroyed now by some mystery woman, or the part about not being able to prove anything can't be accepted as truth. Or we are all in this together. Maybe all of them. It boils down to this. No matter what is shown to us now on Rokkenjima, it can't be accepted as truth. Sure. There was an odd nuance to those words. Yeah? I mean, yeah, sure. Let's keep that line in mind as something important, because Beatrice might not be the only one who is trying to deceive others or play games. Yeah, Ava might have something up her sleeve. Or others too, but you know. Right now, this island was closed off by the typhoon and isolated. There were no official institutions here, and no hospital. So, no matter what institution had issued what kind of documentation, on this island, one could claim that it was all fiction. That is a strong word, especially in the context of, you know, us playing a game, and us playing a game that has not only fantastical elements to it, but also a core part of the game is trying to prove that something is not real. it was impossible to prove that something was the truth. That works in Battler's favor. They were cut off from the outside world, and all truths proven in the outside world could be called fiction. So, did that mean that now, on this Rokkenjima, there was nothing that was truthful? I guess we could... Yeah, sure, we could say that. Or rather than nothing was truthful, more like everything is nebulous. That everything would be controlled by fiction. That, I love that line. Everything on Rokkenjima right now is controlled by fiction. That is a bar and a half. It almost gave the illusion that separate from the human world made from truth was another world called fiction in which they had been shut away. I love that. And yeah, this ties back to I forget if it was the very end of episode 1 or if it was one of the tea parties or somewhere in the metaspace. But yeah, I remember they talked a bit about this before too. I love that idea. Kyrie remembered what the woman had looked like one more time. And she remembered the woman's figure and the witch of the portrait. I love the smugness. On this island, which had been isolated from the world of humans and shut away in the world of non-humans, a non-human being had visited. No matter what she did, Kyrie couldn't help think of the smile that had appeared on that woman's face as anything other than ominous. In trying to understand that ominous smile, it feels like my chessboard thinking mistook a vital premise. Yeah, coming back to the idea that what if the end goal of the opponent is not to checkmate you? That's right. That smile seemed like that of something non-human looking down on me. I had reasoned, based on the assumption that our opponent was a human like us. However, just like this island now, she may be a being that is not human, and human values may not apply to her. Love that. Let the fear and uncertainty and doubt take deep root within you. In that case, all reasoning is useless. For what reason was the witch invited here today? Only one thing is certain. Right this very moment, she is staying somewhere in this vast mansion. I like this, how do I put this? This is a very fun, like, flip around to a previous idea. Like, they have come to the adults here have come to the conclusion that nothing here can be trusted. Nothing is certain and everything is fiction, but the only truth, the only reality here is that the woman here, Beatrice, is real. That is the only truth. While Battler is the exact opposite. everything else is complete truth and reality, but Beatrice is the one thing that doesn't exist. Magic doesn't exist. That is a very fun flip to their ideas. And scene. Scene switch. I'm not sure how long this chapter will still last.
Maria.
But I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, it's a bit of a shorter video, but it is what it is. That was a good scene. Good scene. Still witch's move. I don't think we got anything new here or in the character section. Yeah. Quick thinking and deeply trusted by her husband. I'm just looking at their outfits. Oh my god, the V. Yeah, she really sticks out like a sore thumb. Okay, yeah, cool. Lots of things. I think more so. It's hard because I don't know whether I should fully like invest. No, that's the wrong word. I am invested. That's not the word. I don't know if I should fully focus on the side of what the majority of this video was, of the adult cast talking about Beatrice and her motives from their point of view, because obviously we as the player and battler in the metaspace have very different ideas of Beatrice's motives and goals, and none of them seem to, well, they are tangentially related, but you know, very different from what they thought up. So I'm like, should I keep like thinking through what their ideas lead to, or like should I try to think further from their point of view what Beatrice's motives could be, when I myself and battler have very different ideas what Beatrice's motives are? I don't know. But at the very least, I like the conclusion. I liked a lot the conclusion of that scene with them coming to the conclusion that nothing is certain, everything is uncertain, everything is fiction, except her being here. Yeah, that was a fun conclusion. Next up, we have a Rosa and Maria scene. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's end it here. Patreon, early access up to 2 weeks, link down in the description. Cool. See ya.